Today's artist of the day, Olivia Russell. Hey everybody, welcome to the episode of Artist of the Day. Today's artist of the day is Olivia Russell. Olivia Russell, a local artist in the Atlanta area, singer-songwriter. Someone I actually I've known about for quite a minute. Was actually one of the first people I've learned about in terms of also fellow artists that I've been wanting to work with for a while. We've never really had a full conversation, very brief conversation in terms of like I heard her most from her first track, which I haven't heard in such a long time that I have to re-listen to. And there's always someone I found interesting in terms of like looking from afar and their journey through music. Obviously, nothing really. Obviously, I haven't had conversations. So I don't really know the said person. Hopefully, they see this, but yeah, it was something. One of the first people I've always wanted to work with. Shout out Sunny, my friend Sunny. She actually sent me her, and I thought she was pretty dope. And when I started this platform of Artist of the Day, where I review upcoming artists, she was always one of the first people on the list, and we're finally gonna get to her today. Disclaimer: I do know that, like I said, I'm always very critical, and I actually want to take the time to appreciate everybody who's taken my criticisms and my praise as well. I haven't met anybody who's taken it harshly, even in my criticisms, in my very critical ones. They take that. I try to be as respectful as I can. That being said, I know that everybody's art is very personal to them. I know this for specifically, because I do keep up with the social media, and I do know that on her social media she does like to say these are very personal songs. So I will, I'll take that into account, and I'm just solely judging off the music. This is not an attack on the message. I haven't heard much of her music as of late. I've heard her one track that she started that got like over 1,000 views. Actually, somehow, which actually overtook Life of the Party on SoundCloud. We were at 165 at the time of this recording. She's almost at 1,100. So, with that being said, we're gonna review a lot of her songs, especially her new release called "Love Your Love," and we're gonna just judge it off that solely based off the music. If it's good, I'm gonna say it's good. If it's bad, I'm gonna say why it's bad. In my opinion, these are all my opinions. So with that being said, we're gonna start with the first track that she had released, called "Kitty." That is the most played one, so we'll give that one a listen. I'm liking this. Ooh. Very suspenseful. I'm liking this. You want from me, 'cause kitty say she don't mean and it's okay if you need time. It's fine, but time is what wants me, baby. Okay. 'Cause I just keep breathing. I'll hold you till you stop bleeding. That was the first track, "Kitty." Out the gate, I'm loving the atmospheric vibe it's getting. The very simple, semi-lo-fi feel of the instrumentation, mixed with her haunting kind of like atmospheric vocal, kind of just peering over it, is actually mixed pretty well. The message is obviously I love the police siren in the instrumental. Actually creates a new element of where it would take you a dark, heavy, like subtle yet impactful track. I really do like it. I like the message it is. In terms of criticisms, I do think that the writing, as much as she can sell it with her voice, it's very underwritten. It seems very amateur, and it seems like certain words are put in there because they couldn't think of something else, or they just were dragged out because they couldn't think of anything else. And I just feel like if you add more complexity to that, you'll have it's already a hit. But if you have more complex writing, I think that's what makes these sadder type songs unique. Because while everybody's gonna have the sad, aesthetic, I do hear inspiration from Billie Eilish obviously is the biggest inspiration that I'm hearing from this. Um, Not a bad sound executed at all. I just think if you just add more complex writing to it, I think that's what makes it the message of how sad and the image you're trying to paint more clear. Next song I'm gonna listen to is "Please You." Ooh, interesting, interesting. I'm loving this, man. Uh, 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 uh. Ooh, wait. Ooh. This is nice. I'm loving this. It seems like this is like a track that almost feels like it's ascending. I like it a lot. Um, yeah, I'm really enjoying this. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Very, very interesting. I like that. I like that. It gave me always a feeling of ascension. The feeling of it's always building to something. A very push and pull song. I do like it. I like the message of it. I do like the message of it. What I'm getting from it is, you're talking to someone that you like. You're so desperate to make happy that you're willing to do anything for, no matter how much it destroys you or how much it destroys everything else. And it doesn't matter, as long as just whatever you need, I will do for you. Whatever you want me to do, I will do. Which is, I think she communicated that well. I think the writing, like I said, is a little bit under average, but she does get away with that with her vocal performance. She's pretty solid in her that lower register local vocal range. I do when she gets to the higher range, this is kind of where it starts getting kind of spotty, but not bad at all. I love the simple instrumentation. The mixing does need a lot of work. The highs are way too sharp, so when everything goes, it's a little bit too sharp for the ears, and the instrumentation is a bit too high, a bit too loud. Excuse me, for your vocals, because it just needs to be layered a little bit different, but not bad at all. Again, another very solid, very very solid, and I do like the messages in the image it is painting. It gives me a very accurate situation of what you're trying to portray. The next track that we're going to play is "It's Getting Bad Again," so we'll see what that means. This is haunting. This is very serious. Don't ask me why I'm wearing a Santa hat. I thought it would work. It doesn't work for the mood of the song at all. Don't worry about that. Talk. Talk. That's some shit. All right. It's getting bad again. Wow. That was a lot. That was a lot. Very nice track. Very nice song. I really love the instrumental you chose, and you performed that very well. Um, Very biting lyrics, very serious lyrics, very of especially towards the end where she repeats "help me" as if crying for help through her music, which is absolute possibility. That's a very serious song, and talking about how it's getting bad again just when I thought it was okay, and I fear myself, and I don't like anybody else. I don't even like myself, and I just need help, but I don't know how to do it. I ask for it. I don't know what to do. That's a very serious, and it's definitely a very one of the more relatable feelings that I'm sure, although I wish it wasn't this way, a lot of people have felt at some form of their lives, myself included. So I can really appreciate that, and all I can say is, if this is a cry for help, that I hope whatever it is you're going through, that you get through it as the best on the other side of it, healthy, a better person, and happier. And if you want anything, come holla. Next track is Regret, but I will say that before we continue that one more thing about the last track is that again mixing was a bit spotty. I think that's the biggest trend I'm seeing is that the mixing is a touch needs a touch more work, a little bit more balancing. But besides that, I'm seeing very solid vocal performances so far. Um, I will say one thing before we continue. I won't be listening to a song with Hourglass, which is featuring Olivia, just simply because I've heard it. And my opinions on it, I didn't think it was that good. I think that Munket, which is the artist that was did it for, was he was rapping very offbeat in the second verse, and um and Olivia's chorus was solid. Her pitches were very out of tune in my opinion, and plus it's just not really her song. I think it's since it's featuring her, I'm gonna really focus on the songs that are just her. So just a heads up, if that's a song you want me to review, I'm not gonna review that one. I've already heard it recently, and I don't want to rehash something I've already heard. So because I haven't heard all your music yet, so just a heads up. Next song is Regret.
I have some shit that I need to talk about, so just give me a call back when you
Mm,
can. My phone's always on for you, you know. So, yeah, just call back when you can.
mm, mm, groovy. Wait. No. Wait a minute. Wait. Stop talking. You'll say something you'll regret. Hold on. She might be on to something. Hold on. Very catchy. That sax is going stupid right now. What is happening? This sax has got me feeling different right now.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. Fuck?
That's some shit.
Fuck you, what the fuck? It's not a picture yourself. Recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. Worthless piece of shit, bro.
Oh, wait, did she? No. Did she just say stop walking, you'll end up in someone? That's fire! That's crazy. That's that's nice. That's nice. I'm low-key, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. That's pretty fire. I wanna feel something again. I wanna be alone, wanna be alone. I wanna throw my phone, my phone. I'll regret. No, can't say shit. I'll regret. That's fine.
I mean anything I said, I swear.
Definitely one of my favorites I've heard so far. That was Regret. Yeah, no, I don't think I've heard a song that actually tackles that in like detail. At least in my I guess my music taste is all over the place, so and is also very ignorant in certain subjects. But while it does give me very Billie Eilish vibes, like all these songs do, but I don't know. I really do have that one's definitely one of my favorites so far because of the simple fact of I've never really heard a song really tackle in a way like this of the impulsivity of pain, and if that makes sense. The how not being able to control yourself and you being that hurt, someone not picking up your call, someone saying they'll be there for you and they're not, and you just be like the fuck, and it causes you without thinking, if you it's better to say nothing if you have than to say something that will destroy a relationship, something that will hurt somebody, especially someone that you don't mean to hurt because you have your own issues that you need to deal with. I can definitely relate to that. It's done through a very relatable lens. Mixing is pretty solid on this one. Needs a little bit of work. I like her vocal performances. When she kind of goes high, it tends to be sharp a little bit. But yeah, very solid. I love the message it conveys sonically. The upper pitch, as I was saying, sorry, I lost my train of thought. The upper pitches kind of were bit spotty. But when she hits that middle low range register, I believe that's her most solid. I think that is her pocket. Very smooth vocals, very comfortable in that. I think this is definitely her most complex writing I've heard. And I think I really did enjoy this one the most so far. Next track is called From My Grave. See when I'm gone,
'cause you don't even care at all.
Smoking till I can't feel my breath. I don't know what that means. Sorry, phone call. But we move.
And I'll dig 6 feet out of my grave just to make sure you're okay. Alive, I miss you so much, but it wasn't even love. I was obsessed with
From my grave. Not bad at all. Out the gate, I can say that she does have a very good voice for haunting vocals, things that, are very over the top, that grandeur kind of vocal that's like sounds more of a chant. I do really enjoy that. Again, I just think my only issue is just the lyrics and just they just while some of them were very very biting, I just think they're just very underwritten in a way. I think some of the pitches are also a bit shaky in certain cases, but overall pretty solid. So nothing really new to really say, but again, another very solid track. I do think it also struggles to have its own original voice, because while this is done really well, there are going to be a lot of people who are going to be, not necessarily saying you are trying to be a Billie Eilish clone, but there are a lot of Billie Eilish clones in the industry who will sound like this, if not better, if not worse, regardless of that being. You kind of do want yourself to be a standout amongst the rest, should you want to take this seriously. So I think again, like I said, as much as I say that about like almost everybody here on this channel that I've reviewed, that's one of the hardest things to find, So I'm not gonna really count that much against her, because it's still a very good sound. Next one we're gonna listen to is "My Therapist Knows Your Name." Well, that is a motherfucking title, if I've ever seen one. That's nasty. What is this instrumental? Wait a minute. This might be different. Wait a fucking second. Again, I like how she wrote that instrumental. I just think, again, some of these lyrics are just issue, I just think there's no creativity to it in certain lines. There are certain lines that are like it's like very hit or miss. It's like her line is like really really creative, or her line's like lesser than run of the mill. Like, you think it's funny, but it's not. I feel like there's more creative ways to say that, in my opinion. Like, for example, shameless plug entirely, but Balance One's new song, That's Okay. Be sure to check that out on all streams. My verse, when I look at writing, I tend to look at it like, yes, make it relatable, but also make something new. So that's why when I wrote a specific line, there's a light shining bright at the end of the tunnel. I just hope there's a train. I think that is more of one of those unique spins that I think creates it unique while being relatable. I think Billie Eilish does a lot in a lot of her songs. Clairo does it too, because give me that kind of Clairo-ish vibe a little bit. But yeah, I just think there's just maybe more unique, more layers. I feel like you have more layers to your lyrics. I think that's all you really need to make this a smash hit, in my opinion. My therapist knows your name and thinks you're insane, but I like it. Wait a second. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's hot. It is hot. The devil is around me. The devil is present. He is listening. It is hot as shit right now. These vocal layers are doing something different to me. I don't know what's happening, but these vocal layers are doing something to my soul, and I don't know how I feel about it. no, this is great. This is great. My therapist wants your name, and you're a psychopath, and I love it. That, bro, oh my god, that's such a cool way of. This is what I'm talking about. That right there, that's a cool way to portray it. When you portray of being like, my therapist knows your name and thinks you're insane, but I love that about you, and how I'm like, for some reason I know you're bad for me, but I'm addicted to that toxicity of you. That's some shit. That is some shit, man. Y'all better be listening.
And so do I. But I think
Oh, wow. This is amazing. This ending needs to be more grand. This needs to be more grand. This needs to be. Oh, this needs to be a freak out or something. Groovy. That is great. I really enjoyed that one. Just so very soundtrack, very Euphoria soundtrack-ish. Very just, I don't know. It's like something about it. It's like a villain song. It's very enticing to listen to. Definitely has a lot of replay value for sure. Definitely one of those. Yes, most definitely. Next song we're going to play is Borderline. Again, previous song was awesome. Loved it. And this one has an album cover of a hole in the wall. So this one I'm expecting to be interesting. Even though all these are interesting. That sounds really stupid when I say it like that. But I expect, if what I think this song is going to be about is correct, this should be very interesting. Oh no, this is getting, oh no. This is giving me Life is Strange vibes. This is giving me Life is Strange vibe. And this girl, I ain't gonna hold you. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but she looks like a character out of Life is Strange. Like, I'm feeling some type of way. Anyone who watches me know I love the game Life is Strange, one of the greatest games ever made. If this chick looks like Chloe, bro, I'm going to keep it all the way 100. She reminds me of Chloe from the first game of Life is Strange, and this guitar is making me feel some way. This might be amazing. Oh no. I might cry. What is happening? She's letting this ride. No. Oh no.
found out some things that I didn't wanna know, and I've been
Definitely not where I thought I was gonna go. Not sure if that's a bad thing or a good thing. I'm gonna listen more, but that's not a bad surprise in the slightest. Definitely wasn't expecting that more to grow. Just saying though, in the future, I would like to hear you on something with just that guitar type thing, because I might lose my shit if I hear you on something like that. Just saying. My whole personality is a disease. What? Words. My whole personality is a disease. Y'all niggas not listening. Who am I? Hey. Hey. Let me hop on the remix. I want to drop a. Hey. I'm just saying, bro. You ever release a remix to this and you need to put some nigga to rap? I will rap on this. Disease. Nigga, what? I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. You making me want to. If a song made me want to rap, I'm liking it. You're doing something to me that's making me want to create music right now. I'm just saying. That guitar is doing something different to me. No, I just caught that. No. But everyone no. There's something about her voicing it like that that's making me feel something. And I promise you, it's gonna look like I'm kissing ass right now. Fuck y'all. Let me enjoy what is happening right now. I am enjoying what is happening right now. I am not kissing ass. This is nice. I am enjoying this. Was not expecting this in the slightest. So far, it is a surprise, but a welcome one. Wow! Obsession, possession. It's never real. Y'all niggas see, because niggas don't understand the difference of obsession, compulsion, delusion, illusion. See, I get it. I get what you're saying. I get it. I get it. Help me, help me. That's catchy. Help me escape my mind. No, no. This guitar is doing something to me that I don't know how I feel about. That is great. That is awesome. That was awesome. That was awesome. Wasn't expected to go low-key trap like that. But I'm not mad at it. At first, it was very iffy. But, you know, how it ended, not mad at that at all. That was great. Mixing was definitely the best I've heard, besides from Kitty. I believe, I do believe that is very solid. Writing, very solid. I love that one. I definitely love it. I think the hole in the wall is very symbolic. Again, this is going to be thinking 2 layers, like 15 layers fucking deep. And while it is a wall, probably representing the destruction from, I guess, a borderline personality disorder, borderline or an issue, whatever, of a rage. But I also think it can also represent, if someone to go down a step further, how her mind is crumbling under the weight of all the issues and how she's not getting a break and how she wants someone to free her from the pain she's experiencing on a day-to-day basis and how she can only lie to herself and try to hold herself up by herself on her ones alone for so long. Now, I'm probably reaching harder than a motherfucker, but I'm just saying I take psychology in high school, and plus I'm already a very overthinking motherfucker, and I will tell you, this is nice though. And the final track we're gonna listen to today, I'm not gonna show you all her tracks. If you want to go listen to all of them, I will leave a link to her SoundCloud and her Instagram, all in the description. Is her most recent track is Your Love. I'm not gonna listen to I Love You because it's a feature, it's not really her song. Final song I will listen to today is Your Love. Once we listen to Your Love, I will then rate the track, and then I will rate her overall as an artist at the end. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Wait a minute. Can I just say? I didn't mention this before, but I'd like to continue and just say I love her understanding of artistry, her understanding of performance. I love the understanding of, I like the police sirens, not something you usually hear. The interludes in the middle of the song when she was on the phone call about how this one she wouldn't pick up. Hey, give me a call back. Fuck you, that, I love that. And it sounds like, if I'm not mistaken, this doesn't sound like an instrument, this sounds like a car starting up, which is already setting a scenery in my head, and I love it. It's very artistically well put together. An artistically well thought out idea. Now, execution is another story, but so far, not executed horribly.
Don't deserve anything I shared last night. You make me feel so alive. I'm wasting so much time, wasting my Why you make me wanna die when
Is that it? That was too short, man. That was way too short. That was bad. That was a clip. Oh man, I wanted more from that. That seemed like it was building towards something. It seemed like it was building towards something, man. I was waiting to see where it was going, but I guess that was the full song. Definitely way too short. I would say definitely when it comes to pitches on this song, this is definitely one of the roughest ones. Where it's kind of hard to really lock on a pitch, per se. Mixing needs a lot of work on this one. I couldn't really understand what she was really saying from the little bits I heard. It sounds like she's just kind of reused a little bit of lyrics, and while these are all personal, it just seems like, not saying she's doing this, but I do believe it's very rinse and repeat, if that makes sense. Like, once you heard one song, you kind of heard all of them. Sometimes I can see how people could call it boring or one-dimensional, but I don't think it's horrible. Just way too short to really even me say if it was good or bad. It just wanted more to even judge. All right, that was Olivia Russell's a good section of her discography. Not all of you, want to listen to the rest of it. It's down below. You want to hear the full songs in the entirety because they're cut out, because I'm not going to do that. They deserve the views. Overall, not a bad sound. I like the artistry. She definitely puts thought into this. Her haunting vocals over all her tracks. One thing I will say is that yes, is she the perfect artist? No, she's just starting out. And while I do hear the inspiration from Billie Eilish, very sad emo type music, she does convey that middle register very well. Upper registers is very iffy. That's where it gets kind of where she tends to be a little bit too sharp or a little bit too flat. I think you give her singing lessons. I think just she's solid, or she just works more on just honing in on a pitch. I think she'll be golden. I think some verses were underwritten, while some verses were very well put together and very meticulously assembled to where you can paint a beautiful picture. I enjoyed a lot of that. I did enjoy a good fair amount of these. If I were to give you a rating as an artist, I would probably give you a light, a strong 5 to light 6. I think there's a lot of potential here. I think there's a lot of good things happening. I think just a lot of kinks need to be worked out, which is natural. Um, I don't see this as a negative at all. I actually see this as absolute positive, and I think that it can be done pretty well. It's done at a pretty good level, so I just think she needs to take it a level up, work more on the mixing. Instrumentals, while good, very simple, very. I don't know if she produces her own thing. I don't know. There was never really any. I didn't see anything on that. I don't know who produced what. But when you do tend to do simpler instrumentals, the focus more centers onto your voice and what you're saying. And if you're doing that, then you better make what you're saying count. Every word, obviously not every word, but every word, at least in my eyes, has to count. It has to lead to something. It has to create the image, convey the message. And while not all of them did that way, a majority of her music did convey the message she was trying to give. And definitely shows the personal connection she has to this song. So I absolutely respect it, because I'm sure it wasn't easy putting together a bunch of tracks, and having the courage to release them, being that they're very personal and that they're very open to criticism, and that they're gonna have people who are gonna say they're dog shit, or people say they're amazing. End of the day, she's expressing art in its purest form, and I think that's beautiful. I think that's what makes art. It makes what we do as musicians great. What makes it unique. But yeah, I'll give you a strong 5 to light 6. If you see this, hopefully you take my criticisms not too harsh. Hope you take the good with the bad. If you have any questions or any thing, message me. I really do appreciate this so far. Keep going, because I really did enjoy this. I really did enjoy what you had to offer. If you ever want to work together, again, message me. Just let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. But that being said, today's artist of the day was Olivia Russell. Stay safe. Love y'all. Bye-bye.